It's afternoon over here. Ah, so
Good
let's begin.
afternoon.
Let's begin today's class. Yeah. I hope I'm audible because I think the connection isn't very stable. I joined
Yes,
between, then I left,
it's breaking, but
then
it's
I came
fine. We
back.
can.
So
Yeah. Again, it's raining because
okay.
of that.
If it gets no, it's not raining, but sometimes the connection is weak. So um, weather conditions are changing on a continent, like it's the monsoon season, no? So yeah, up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
down.
yeah.
So if my voice is not audible to anybody, just unmute yourself. Or if it's breaking a lot, just unmute yourself and let me know. Okay. So let's just begin the class. Everybody back in neck straight. You can gently close your eyes and start observing your breath. The natural flow of the breath. And make sure that there is no effort when you inhale and when you exhale. Observe your breath as it is. And allow your mind to set down. And now begin to deepen your breath, inhaling very slowly and exhaling very slowly. Make sure that each and every breath is long, slow, and deep. And after your next exhalation, inhale deeply for Om. We'll be chanting Om 3 times, followed by 3 Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join both your palms in front of your chest and rub both the palms together. Place them over your eyes. And slowly, while blinking and looking at your palms, open up your eyes, come back to the smile. And namaste to everyone. Let's begin today's class. So till tomorrow we have, till yesterday we have done a normal breathing, uh, abdominal breathing, thoracic breathing, and clavicular breathing. Okay, so today we are going to do all three of them together, and the combination of all three of these is called yogic deep breathing. Okay, so when I am able to breathe in such a manner where all the lobes of my lungs are activated, the lower lobe, middle lobe, and the upper lobe, all three of them get activation when I introduce relaxation, then I can say that I am performing yogic deep breathing. Okay, so why do we need to reach this state of yogic deep breathing? So as we talked in our first class also, the breath, the way in which we take the breath, and how fast or slow it is, it determines the quality of our mind. And second of all, we also discussed that we have limited breaths. Okay, so now I can choose to either exhaust them, like take very shallow breaths and exhaust them, or I can choose to take very slow, long, and deep breaths so that that same process is now taking a longer period of time. Second thing that is observed is that when you're in a calm state of mind, the breath in itself like is able to go and settle down in its natural flow. Whenever you're calm, just observe this the next time you feel very calm or silent, or maybe after your meditation class, just check your breath, how it is. Even if you start with shallow breathing, you will see after the meditation, your breath will become very subtle and it will come back to the natural flow, the way in which it is supposed to take place. But what happens is because in our day to day life, we are running around and we experience a lot of fluctuations in the mind and hence a lot of emotions. So our breath changes with those emotions. So the breath is not in its natural form when you are angry. When I'm angry, my breath is very fast. So it's not in the natural state in which it usually is. Because now my sympathetic nervous system or my fight or flight mode has kicked in. And what that does is it releases certain hormones in the body, which tells the body to be alert. And when the body is alert and it's in the survival mode, then your breath will automatically come out of the natural flow in which it was and breathe in such a manner so that all your physical functions are supported. So when we do chest breathing, I told you when you are into vigorous physical activity, then you see that your chest breathing is working. So if you go back and see like the process of evolution in human beings also, so earlier we had to fend for ourselves, we had to fight. Yes, we had to gather food, we had to save ourselves from a lot of like I can say external things that could harm us. So our breath used to be mostly what chest breathing because we had to remain alert all of the time. But with time, what happened was all of our needs were now being fulfilled. All of us were like now, I'm sure everybody is at least fortunate enough that they get 3 meals in a day, or at least when they're hungry, they get a meal. Yes, and we have a roof over our head. All of these things eventually, as we developed, all of these things come very naturally. Like, I can say we are lucky enough to have all of these. Yeah. So now also we see that chest breathing is so common. Why? Because one thing is that it's coming from my evolution, like it is there in my being that I have fight and fend for myself. But now the understanding needs to come that now I don't require it. So I can breathe normally. Yes. So when you go into yogic deep breathing, what happens is that you are taking full breath in and full breath out. So what happens in that state is your mind becomes very calm and relaxed. Okay. Second of all, you gain control over your breath. And the main thing that you have to do in pranayama is to reach a point where that control doesn't seem like control. So right now, when we'll practice deep breathing also, you will feel a lot of pressure. Okay, when you're filling in the breath, you will be like, okay, I'm feeling a lot of pressure, a lot of effort is put in. But as you start gaining control over your breath, all of these things will start coming naturally to you. Now my breath will naturally be longer, and this will even seep into your day-to-day life. When I am doing something, for example, if I am cooking during the day, and suddenly I just remember, okay, let me see my breath. I will see that now my inhalations and exhalations are what longer because I am practicing all of these breathing techniques. So you will gain control over your breath, which will help you immensely when you step into the practice of pranayama. Second thing that happens is when you take a long, slow, and deep inhalation, long, slow, and deep exhalation, then the oxygen in your body enters properly, the exchange takes place properly, and then all of the toxins are released out properly. Okay, they get ample time to have to go through all of these key processes. Yes, so I will see that overall my energy levels are also impacted because of this. When I'm breathing properly, then I will feel more energetic during the day. My mood will overall be better. The state of my mind would be better. All of these things follow. If you just change your breathing pattern, just this one simple thing, even if you don't step into pranayam practices, it's not necessary that you go into pranayam. Even if you follow these small things and you are able to get a hold, a grip of these techniques, you will see a drastic change in your life. Okay, so one thing was control on breath, second was oxygen will increase in the body, and the proper exchange will take place, and third thing that we experience when we do yogic deep breathing is that the overall mechanism of the body, the overall metabolism is now much more better. So this will have an impact on, in fact, everything that you do. I'll tell you how. So when I am breathing, when I have shallow breath, then my sympathetic nervous system is activated. Okay. So I'll step back a little. So the nervous system is divided in two parts: the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. Okay. These are the two parts of the nervous system. The peripheral nervous system is further subdivided into two parts, out of which one is your autonomic nervous system. Okay. So first chart is that I go nervous system down, and then I make two, I can say arrows, and I can say central and peripheral. These are the two systems. In peripheral, I will again make two arrows down. One I'm not concerned with right now. I'm mostly focusing on the autonomic nervous system. Okay. So the second arrow is the autonomic nervous system. In autonomic nervous system, I will again draw two arrows down, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So it's sympathetic, parasympathetic. Okay. So this is the system that I'm talking of when you see the overall division. This is where we are. So when my breath is relaxed, then my parasympathetic nervous system is activated. When this happens, processes like digestion take place more properly. Okay. So when my sympathetic nervous system is activated, then my fight flight response is activated. So where will all my energy go and rush? Where it is needed the most, my attention is needed the most. Maybe I need to run really fast. I need to fend myself. So those hormones are activated in the body. But when you go into deep breathing, then what starts happening is your parasympathetic nervous system starts getting activated, and processes like digestion are supported in the body. Yeah. So right now, if my sympathetic nervous system is active most of the time, then when somebody gets stressed or is anxious, they have a direct impact on the digestion. You must have observed this. Why is this happening? Because the parasympathetic nervous system isn't getting enough time to be, be active and hence support the functions that it performs. One of which can be is digestion. Our main example is digestion. So when my digestion will take place properly, the breakdown of the food will take place properly. Once my food is broken down properly, then it will be assimilated in the body properly. Yes, if my parasympathetic nervous system is active, and each and every cell will acquire that thing and in turn produce its own energy, and that will increase my overall vitality. So the overall functioning of the body, the metabolism, all of these things are kept stable and balanced because of the parasympathetic nervous system. So when I am elongating my breath, all of the functions of the body, the mind, it has a very deep impact on your entire body. So that starts happening. Okay. So what is the technique of yogic deep breathing? I'll give you an example and try to explain it to you. So how do we have to breathe? First thing is there is no contract. Uh, I'm sorry, my phone overheated and just gave up on me. So yeah, so I'll continue. So first thing that is there are no contraindications. Anybody can practice yogic deep breathing. Okay. It depends on how much time you're giving to it. So basically the breath should not be forced. It should flow in very smoothly and it should flow out very smoothly. That is why we work on each and every breath, like the 3-part breathing. We work on each and every part and give it a lot of time, because if my abdominal breathing isn't mastered, then I cannot move to my chest breathing. If my chest breathing is not mastered, I cannot move up and fill up my lungs so much that, the clavicular breathing can take place. And simultaneously, all of these processes, when they are not mastered, it would, so my practice won't be as good as it would be when I have mastered all three of these. So today, when we are going to practice yogic deep breathing, we are going to again go for 2 sessions. One where we are done with the 3 breathings, breaths first, and then we will go into yogic deep breathing. So you will also see what difference you are facing in both of these when we practice. Okay. The quality of the breath should be very slow, deep. It should be smooth. Okay, so if I'm doing this too, fill up my lungs, then that is not the quality of the breath. When you're going for yogic deep breathing, it will go in very normally and naturally. So, yeah, and there is no sound. And when I exhale, also, it's very naturally coming out. Second thing that happens when we practice yogic deep breathing is that when you're practicing yogic deep breathing, then we take the breath in first, and then you will fill in the entire breath and then hold it. Then you will start going back in the process where you are exhaling. And there will be a hold in each time because we have done them in three different parts. So the mind has this tendency to should not happen. When you're inhaling, all three movements will take place. And then when you're exhaling, all three movements will take place.
Your voice is
When
breaking.
you're
Do one thing.
exhaling, all three movements will take place smoothly. How is it now? Is it breaking?
Uh,
Hello.
yeah. Do
Is
one
it
thing.
still
Close your
breaking?
video. Yeah, it's better now. Close your video so that work will settle. If your video is on and then voice, then definitely voice will getting cracked. Just close your video.
Your
So
voice also.
after yeah, so after demonstration, I think you can close your video so your voice will go better.
Hmm.
Your network will improve.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Let me just close the video. Okay, no. For now, let's listen. Okay. So yogic deep breathing is like it's like filling water in a water bottle. Okay. So what happens is generally what we do is our abdomen, one thing is goes in when we inhale, that we have worked on correctly. But second thing that we do not take care of when we are going into yogic deep breathing is we just breathe randomly when we are doing that breathing. But it's a step by step process. So when I fill in water in a water bottle, then first the water will fill up the lower portion of the bottle, then it will go up, go up, go up, go up. And in that same bottle, what will happen is the water that is on the top will exit first. Okay, then the bottom, bottom, and then the bottle will become empty. Same thing is with yogic deep breathing. When you start inhaling, your abdomen will move out slightly, then the chest will move out, and then the collarbones will come out. This one was clear. This one I made very clear when I was studying about inhalation. How will the exhalation take place? The collarbones will go down, then the chest will go in, and then the abdomen, you have to squeeze your abdomen in properly because this is the part where the water will exit first. Okay, then the am I
Yeah,
audible?
yes, but again that the voice was
Hello.
breaking a lot. Now it is fine. I hope so.
Is my voice sorry, can you repeat this once more?
It's audible now, but earlier it was breaking much.
Hello. It was breaking. How is it now? Am I audible?
Kind of on and off.
Kind of. I think Rahul was okay. She's gone again. I think you were suggesting correctly. She could switch off her video views and
Yeah,
then.
network will improve. Yeah.
How is my voice now? Are you able to hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can.
Okay, is it still breaking?
No.
Okay, so I'll keep my video off only then. Okay. So where were we? Yeah, when you exhale, then the movement is completely opposite, where your collarbones, then your chest will go in, and then you will squeeze in your abdomen. Okay, so these are the two movements that you will have during inhalation and exhalation. And do make sure that you're not holding anywhere when you are doing this breath. So in fact, even after exhaling completely, sometimes you tend to hold the breath. So don't try to minimize that time, at least in the beginning. So when I've exhaled out my entire breath, then I can start inhaling again. Yeah, and go as per the natural pace of my breath. Okay. So let's go for a practice session, and after that, let's discuss how your experience was, and uh, if you face any difficulties while doing the full yogic deep breathing. Okay. So you can either lie down or sit up straight. Both ways are okay to practice this technique. And if you're lying down, just make sure that your body is completely relaxed. Hands are away from the body, palms facing upwards, and your spine is straight. If you're in a sitting position, just make sure that your body is relaxed and just come back to your natural breath. You can place your right hand on the abdomen and left hand on your chest, just so that you become aware of the movement in your body as you breathe normally. Just watch this normal movement in the body with the breath. And slowly check if you're able to deepen your breath without any effort. And now exhale completely. Your abdomen should be pulled in, your chest should be down while your spine is straight. Then start inhaling. First, your abdomen will come out. Then there would be a rise in the chest. And then a little bit rise in the collarbones. As you exhale, the collarbones will go down, chest will go in, and you can squeeze your abdomen in properly. Continue with this breathing. Go at your own pace. Feel the air fill in and then exhale out the breath. As you inhale, the lower loop, then the middle loop and upper loop is activated. As you exhale, the air escapes from the upper lobe, then the middle lobe and lower lobe. Try to feel this breath as deeply as possible. Keep breathing. And don't let even one breath escape without your attention and awareness. Stay connected and focused. And now slowly and gently, you can bring both your hands down, place them on your knees. Or if you're lying in Shavasana, you can place them on the ground, palms facing upwards. And now see how your breath is flowing naturally. Observe the difference. Now you can rub both your palms together, join the palms together, rub them. And place them over your eyes. Allow your eyes to absorb this heat. One more time, rub both the palms together. Place them over the eyes. Slowly, while blinking and looking at your palms, you can open up your eyes. So how was your experience? Were you able to do all the three breaths together?
Yeah, I was feeling that, and yeah, it was really a different kind of experience I felt. It's normally when I do pranayam, so I just go for breathing and breathing and breathing. But yes, this is like a different way of, like, your stomach is abdominal is moving, then your chest is moving, then your upper chest is moving. Yeah, it's like a really good feeling.
Okay. Any strain that you experienced while doing this?
Little bit in the back. So one point was I was feeling a little
Okay.
pointed stress.
Okay. Who is sharing their experience next?
Yes,
Were you able to experience?
yes, definitely it was
Hmm.
something different, like our regular breathing and this thing. Like I could feel, as he said, like we could the air in our stomach, then chest and the upper chest, like uh, proper the it's like I could feel the air is going inside till the end and coming back. So yes, definitely a different experience.
Okay, good, good. Any issues that you faced while doing this breath?
Not no no no, not really.
Oh, great, great. Pooja ji, Kate, you can unmute yourselves, and if you like, how was your experience? Did you feel any difficulty or issue? You can share that.
Which is the best posture for pranayam? Like sitting straight or lying down?
Okay, so for pranayam, you always have to be in seated because you are gaining control over a very subtle energy.
Your voice is breaking. Can you?
So that thing was important. It was straight time. So you can go for Vajrasan.
Okay, so Vajrasan or
Okay, yeah,
Sukhasan?
I'll go again. I cannot hear you unmuted yourself. I saw that you were unmuting yourself, but I wasn't able to hear you. So you can write your write down in the.
Okay.
Can you explain once again about the posture because I could not hear you?
Yes, Sukhasan,
Was she saying something, or I was not able to hear? Or
Was talking about posture, but I was not able to hear properly because she was breaking. So I think I heard Vajrasan something. So Vajrasan position is better, or
but
Sukhasan is better.
before that, what
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was saying,
she's
that
here. I
was.
think. Yeah, we can ask.
Hello.
hello.
Yes, I think I can hear.
Hello.
Yes,
Am I
actually,
audible?
yeah, now you are. Can you please explain again about the posture that he was asking?
Yes, I am. Coming to that. So, for practicing pranayam, your posture should be such that your spine is straight. So, right now we are doing the practices. So, you can practice all of these like three sets and even yogicdeepbreathing while laying down, but when you're straight. Okay, so the asanas that you can go for when you are going Am I audible? Hello.
Hello, sorry,
Okay.
but
I was able to understand asanas.
I just got to hear the beginning part about that the spine should be straight, but after that it was gone again. Uh, It's okay. Somewhat we have got it.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. So, did you hear about the position in which you should be sitting, or was that like?
You just said
Did you miss that?
we heard about spine, and then
Hmm.
after that there was nothing.
Okay. Okay. So when you're practicing pranayama, then you have to make sure that your spine is erect when you're practicing. So you're always in a sitting posture, and your spine is erect. There is no hunch in your back when you are sitting for pranayama. So postures like Vajrasan, Padmasan, Sukhasan, Swastikasan, Siddhasan or Siddhyoniasan. Siddhasan is for males, Siddhyoniasan is for females. So these asanas can be practiced while you are going in the practice of pranayama.
Okay. If somebody is not able to sit properly, so they can sit on chair and keep their back straight, spine straight. That's also true.
Yes, if somebody is not
Okay.
well, they're not able to sit in even Sukhasan, because Sukhasan is the easiest of all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
They can go for sitting on a chair.
Okay, okay. The condition is they need to just keep their spine back straight.
Yes, but for pranayam, you are not going to keep your back straight by laying down. Okay, so right now, the practices that we are doing, we can also practice all the 3-section breathing, yogic deep breathing while we are laying down. But in pranayam, you should not lie down. Okay, you have to sit up straight.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, Pooja ji, I can read your experience. So, okay, so it's good that you were able to stay connected with the yogic breath for a while. So eventually what starts happening is the mind is like a very sharp tool, and it has the tendency to run away very easily. So that is when your breath would have, like, you would have lost touch of how your breath is going, and you would have switched back to your chest breathing. So for that, keep practicing. First, keep practicing the first breath, which was the normal breath, where when I'm inhaling and exhaling, I am aware of my breath. Second, then go to abdominal breathing, master that. Once again, we have to master all 3 of them to reach that point where we can experience all 3 of them together. So when your breath becomes unconscious, when you're practicing, this will happen, that after a while you will lose track of how you're breathing if you go for long sessions of your deep breathing. So try to bring your mind back and stay concentrated on your breath. Okay.
Yes,
Hmm.
able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you
Yeah,
now.
yeah, that's what it was. My mind was telling. 1 hour back, you have done a long, really exhausted by those asanas, and you are hungry also. You
Hmm.
don't have energy. These things were coming in my mind,
Yeah.
and that was the distraction
Hmm.
for doing yogic breathing.
Yeah, that happens. That's all right. But that is the main thing. When you're going for pranayam, the consciousness that you are attaching with the breath has a lot of relevance. So
Yes.
uh, uh, try to increase that. With
Okay.
practice also, this will actually increase. Like right now, we are only practicing for 2 or 3 days. So with practice also, this will increase. So don't
Okay.
worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any yeah. Any other doubts from the practice today?
As of now, no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So are you guys practicing abdominal breathing before going to bed and after waking up?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, morning I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Continue with abdominal breathing only. So we will
Yes.
practice tomorrow. We will practice, like today we were only able to do yogic deep breathing. Tomorrow we will practice all of them together. So until then, keep practicing abdominal breathing.
Yes.
Okay.
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 Thank you.
So let's end our session. Okay. So we'll chant Om one time, followed by 3 Shantis, back and neck straight. And you can gently close your eyes, observe your natural breath. And now inhale deeply for Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join both your palms together in front of your chest and just bow down. And we'll start by thanking the universal energy, our Guru, parents, friends and family, food, clothes and shelter. Just feel the gratitude. And now rub both your palms together. Place them over the eyes. And slowly, while blinking and looking at your palms, you can open up your eyes. And namaste to everyone. I will see all of you tomorrow in the philosophy class.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so
Good
much.
night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.